welcome this vernal equinox, which we call VarThing. While we're a few days early, we're going to gather and celebrate this festival nonetheless. And just looking around, it looks like winter's desperately trying to hang on and push spring down the road a little bit. So this is the time of year when the daylight and the darkness are nearly equal in length throughout the course of the day. However, the spring equinox signifies a period of change, growth, and rebirth. So for soon after this day, the light will overtake the darkness and continue to gain in strength until the summer solstice. For centuries, peoples from across Midgard have celebrated to welcome this changing of the season and to pray for a prosperous, growing season filled with fertility. During the dark of Yule, we set our intentions for the new year, and we burned away the negative thoughts and influences that burdened us. Today, we shift our focus to growth, to give life to those intentions that we set months ago. Many of you might know this day as Ostara. Ostara was a pre-Christian goddess of spring, worshipped by many Germanic tribes and the Anglo-Saxons. The Christian Easter gets its name from this ancient deity. While many pagan faiths celebrate and honor the goddess Ostara, we do not. We are pagans of the Norse. We have yet to find anywhere in our ancient texts any mention of this Saxon goddess Ostara. So as such, we call this day VarThing, which is translated from Old Norse as spring assembly. So on this VarThing, we aim to invoke the goddess Idun of the golden apples and Balder, the loveliest yet most vulnerable god. So Idun is the keeper of the golden apples that brought youthfulness and vigor to the gods. Whenever the gods began to feel aches in their bones, see their faces wrinkle with age, they would seek out Idun for a bite of these magical apples. Within an instant, the gods were invigorated, full of vitality, much as the warm spring sun invigorates the once dormant plants to become beautiful once more. Or to wake the bear from his long winter's nap, Idun was once kidnapped by the grisly Jotun Thiazi, who took her deep into Jotunheim. Of course, Loki was to blame for this abomination, as it was he who lured the unsuspecting Idun away from the walls of Asgard. But that's a story for another time. Without Idun's magical apples, the gods would have been powerless to the Jotun's onslaught during the destruction of Ragnarok. And here's where Balder comes in. Balder was the most fair and cherished god in Asgard. He was handsome and charming, said to have radiated light to all, the son of Odin and Frigga. Balder was the prince of the Aesir. All living things loved him and swore an oath to never harm him. Well, all things but the young and unassuming plant mistletoe. For a bit of fun, the gods would take turns throwing spears or shooting darts at the lovely god Balder. They all bounced off him like a flat stone bounces across a calm sea. Agitated by the adoration all had for Balder, Loki seeks out the only living thing not sworn to ill-inflict the shining god. Upon discovering the secret of mistletoe, Loki fashions a single arrow from its bark and directs Balder's blind brother Hod to take up in the fun. Unknowingly, Hod slings the arrow in the direction of the beautiful one, piercing his flesh and slaying him. Balder is now ill-fated to the realm of Helheim. Upon his funeral pyre, Odin lays the magical ring Draupnir and whispers words unknown into the ear of the prince of Asgard. Balder's beloved wife, Nanna, overcome with insurmountable grief, throws herself on the pyre to join the revered in Helheim. The transgression of Loki begins the series of events leading to Ragnarok, where the destruction of the gods and of the 9 realms was foreseen. Upon the conclusion of the carnage, it is said that Balder and Nanna are released from Hel and come back to Asgard to rebuild and shine their light on the people of Midgard. Just like Idun brings vitality back to the gods with her magical apples, Balder is the son who is reborn to bring salvation back to the 9 realms. Now we will make this place a sacred grove with the hallowing and banishing of ill intent. We call upon the 4 directional wards, begat by Ymir, who will still stand as stationed by the All-Father in the beginning. Nordri, Helga Vateta, O Kindra alla Ilska. Austri, Helga Vateta, O Kindra alla Ilska. Sudri, Helga Vateta, O Kindra alla Ilska. Vestri, Helga Vateta, O Kindra alla Ilska. I now make holy to the service of Idun and Balder this altar and place of sacrifice, banishing from it all influences of ill intent. May our minds on this consecrated land likewise be consecrated, as is our will, to the just service of Idun and Balder. As our own patron Heimdallr, the warden, guards Bifrost Bridge, may this place also be warded against all forces unharmonious to our purpose here today. Aesir, Vanir, Landvatir, and ancestors, we call upon you to this place, and we ask you to join us in this VarThing Blot to Idun and Balder. Idun, keeper of youth and vitality, wife of Bragi, custodian of the golden apples of immortality, hostage of Thiazi, we, the kindred descendants of Ask and Embla, the great grandchildren of Rigor, call out to you. Balder, the beautiful one, son of Odin and Frigga, husband of Nanna, the benevolent god, the light-bringer, slain brother of Hod. We, the kindred descendants of Ask and Embla, the great-great-grandchildren of Rigor, call out to you. You both bring warmth, renewal, and hope to the land of Midgard, just as you once did to the courtyards of Asgard. We ask that you join us this VarThing to welcome the light and banish the dark. May your light shine bright upon these lands and on this folk. May this cycle of rebirth bring a prosperous and bountiful time of growth for our people. Idun, Balder, we call to you for the blessings on this VarThing. Idun, Balder, we invoke you and we offer you sacrifice, not of blood, but the sacrifice of our human effort with mead, love, and devotion. May it aid us, humankind and gods alike, in our struggle against those who would war against us or seek to enslave the world for their wills. Idun and Balder, accept our gifts, not as from thralls as we have no master. We are free men and women, nor as casual appeasement, but as a sign of our communion and kinship. Idun and Balder, I feel your presence and am content you have received our sacrifice. Symbolized by the mead in our horns, pour now your blessing into them, making it for us a true instrument of inspiration, that we may grow closer to you and to each other by sharing it amongst our kindred. So as I come around the circle, I want each of you to think about kind of the New Year's resolution, so to speak, or your intentions that you made at Yule. And just think about how you're going to make those intentions come true. How are you going to power or will yourself into making those intentions that you set at Yule come forward with the light of Balder and Idun? Give you the blessings. give you the blessings of Idun and Balder. I give you the blessings of Idun and Balder. I give you the blessings of Idun and Balder. I give you the blessings of Idun and Balder. Alright, so as we pass the horn along, you can hail to Balder, Idun, or both. It's up to you. Just think about what their light and warmth and vitality brings to you in your life. Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
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 Hail Bjorn!
Hail Bjorn!
Bjorn.
Take a little drink.
Say hail. Say it louder. Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Lilu.
Hail Idun!
Alright, keep it back.
Hail.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder! Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
What? Oh, I did not notice that. You want apple juice? Here's apple juice. Homes need.
Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
I can give you apple juice. Idun. Do you want apple juice instead?
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Could have give you apple juice instead.
Oh, give it back to him. You say it right?
Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Hail Idun, hail Balder.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder!
Hail Idun.
Hail Idun! Hail Balder! Well, thankfully we have more people today, otherwise I'd be drunk by the end of this club.
Again.
Let me know if you need help.
I should be able to handle this one.
Remember, 3 people had to finish the first one I was at.
Oh no.
That's because it was me trying to encounter one.
Thankfully it's good to meet you. Love you too, buddy.
It is good.
It is.
The sacrifice is done. May it strengthen us in devotion to the gods of our ancestors and bring vitality and renewal, as did Idun and Balder. So we may continue to grow and hold hope that the warmth of your light will fortify the bonds of our kinship and faith until the return of the twilight of the gods. Idun, Balder, we have dared to seek inspirations that our folk will prosper and grow during this time of spring. With your blessings, we will remain vigorous and full of vitality, ready to blossom into the free men and women that we are destined to be. We thank you for your presence in our kindred tonight. Be mindful of us and farewell in your wandering. Now the words are spoken, offerings were made, from the gods to the earth to us, from us to the earth to the gods, a gift for a gift. Hail Idun!
Hail Idun.
Hail Balder! Hail Gjallarhorn! Thank you for your presence tonight. This concludes the blow.
Who rides from